Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Visa talk. Visa talk. Question and answer time. Australia, New Zealand visa. How is everyone? How is everyone? Visa talk. Let's share this. Let's share this live. Copy link. Oh, okay. Share this live. Hello everyone. Please like my video as you come in. Like as you come in. I wanted to share, but it's going to a different. Oh, okay. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. All right, so let's talk. Visa talk. Someone said, what about caregiver visa? No one said anything that caregiver visa has stopped. It's still ongoing. But you know that when something started newly, a lot of people will apply. And because they need workers at that time, it will be easier for people to be taken into that program or be taken into that visa than when maybe like after 6 months or 1 year. It's nearly 1 year now that Australia government introduced a caregiver visa 482 because of scarcity of care workers. I'm not going to say we don't have scarcity of care workers anymore, but it's not as it was as of last year when whatever made Australian government to introduce that visa was huge. Like, it's huge. Okay, it's not every day that they do that. A lot of people cash out on that. A lot of people, especially people that have migrated to another country. I keep saying it. I will say it. You are competing with people that are from UK. Your fellow country people that are in UK. Is not only Nigeria. Talk about Africa. Talk about Asian Indians also that are in UK. They are the people you are competing with if you are still residing in Africa. So yeah, so that is how it is. There's no need of hiding it or doing what. It's still happening. It's still going on, okay? No one has closed that visa. So if you're still asking me what about caregiver visa, it is happening. Now, yesterday on my Facebook, I made a lot of posts about Australia visa as regards to visa 491, 190, and 189. I want to talk about that as you bring your question along, please. Okay, visa 491 is this visa that I always encourage people to go for, especially when they are still within 30 years or less than 30 years. Okay, because that visa comes out easier than 190. Okay, or is a temporary resident visa that allows you to stay in Australia for 5 years. Within that 5 years, after 3 years, you qualify to apply for permanent resident. Good. So this is a visa that has a pathway. After this, you get this. It's very clear. And I always say it, that Australia visas are always very clear pathways, you know. They will tell you after this visa, you qualify for this one if you have done this and that. Okay. So if you come with visa 491, it is a temporary resident visa, but your pathway to permanent resident and citizenship is very clear. Please, can you like my video as you come? Please like my video. I am waiting for people. And yeah, people are here already. Please like my video. So when you say give me a link to apply for visa 491, I made a comprehensive video on that. Please, it's not about the video link to apply. Don't go and apply for a visa anyway. If you click to apply for a visa when you don't have the requirement, they will bounce you back. For example, visa 491 says you must do skill assessment before you go and do expression of interest. So if you go to the visa straight, you won't be able to apply because you have not been nominated by any state or territory, and you don't have skill assessment. So they will bounce you back. So I think the positive way to go about visa is to write down the requirements, tick off the one you already have or you will meet. Then the one that you don't meet, ask yourself, would I be able to meet this year, in 6 months, in 1 year, in 2 years? How old will I be by the time I'll be able to meet it? okay? Then you go for it. Not, where is the link to apply? When the visa has a process that you need to follow and you don't have all those things, you just want to go and click and apply. No, it is not like that. There's a process. Now, that visa apart, let's talk about people that are saying visa 482 can it lead you to permanent resident? Yes. That visa is a work visa, is employer sponsored. Anyways, you cannot get visa 482 without an employer that is bringing you over to Australia. So if you come and work for your employer, now the government said you can still look for another employer if you don't want to work for that your employer. So they made it easier for people now, so you're not caged down. Okay, so one employer will not come and cage you and treat you anyhow. So you can move and find another employer, and they have certain number of days you can stay to look for employer without them deporting you or anything. Okay, if you say you're not working for this your employer anymore. So after 2 years, depending on your occupation, some people will stay up to 3 years, but after 2 years or 3 years, you qualify for another permanent resident. So it has a pathway to citizenship. That's one thing. So it's not like you're coming to Australia to stay forever without having a permanent residence, or you don't have a pathway. So your pathway is very clear. Okay, so that's visa 482. And visa 482, your pathway to permanent residence is visa 186, employer sponsored, because you are working for someone. That person, after certain years, 2 years, 3 years, will say, okay, then apply for a permanent resident. So it's employer sponsored permanent resident. However, if you are a high skilled person, hi Ali, hi, how are you? Thank you. If you're a highly skilled person and you have an employer in Australia, can you please negotiate for 189 instead of temporary resident 482? Because you got this, negotiate for permanent residence, especially when your age is up. Okay, there's no need of going down to temporary residence, then you start going through this process. Just shoot for permanent residence from your employer, negotiate. Don't be stubborn, or don't go and prove you are right. There's a good way to get something from people. Talk to them nicely. When you send your message, send a message nicely during the time of negotiation, and say you would love to, because you have family, you have this, you wouldn't want to go through the stress of this and that. I am coming to work for you, blah, 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 blah. Say it the way. He said you can apply for Western without skill assessment. I don't know what you mean. Are you asking me or you are telling me? Izera, are you telling me you can apply for Western Australia without skill assessment, or are you asking me? I don't know. Please, can you let me know what you mean by that? Can you guys please like my video? Is there any why you're not liking my video, but you are listening? Any reason? Hey, hello, Michunk Arts. Thank you. Can you please like my video? Like my video? Okay. I'm waiting for likes. Thank you. I'm waiting for likes. Thank you. The likes is coming up. I'm waiting for likes. We have more people here. Thank you. I'm waiting for likes. Okay, let me share this. Someone said you can apply for Western Australia without skill assessment. I don't know which one you are talking about, Izzy. Which visa? Okay. Excuse me. I want to sneeze. Oh, I made a video about Western Australia. Excuse me. Sorry. Bless me. Sorry. Okay, so far so good. Western Australia is going to bring highest number of migrants so far. We don't know about New South Wales yet. They haven't released them, but they used to be the highest. But for now, Western Australia is the highest, because they're going to bring 10,000 people. Okay, there are so many ways they're going to bring these 10,000 people. It's not through one visa. Okay, they're going to bring them through 491 visa, 190 visa, and 482, which is DAMA agreement they had with the government. Okay, and construction skill worker. Any construction skill worker can come with any of these visas. Okay, and if you're a construction skill worker, a construction worker, Can you please do the right thing? Okay. If you need to do skill assessment, can you do it and utilize this opportunity? The migration year just started. The more you wait, the more your opportunity is lessened. You know, when someone gets something newly, they will be bringing people in, but once the allocation go 50-50, you find out that what they will do is that they will be more critical in their requirements, in their screening. But now they are getting people just, but once they go 50% out of that allocation, they'll be more critical. Okay. Bricklayer, what you want to do, what I want you to do, the person that said I want to apply as a bricklayer, what I want you to do is go to the Australia skilled migration list, okay? Skilled occupation list, Australia. Search for bricklayer. Click on their skill assessment. I know it's going to be Trade Recognition Australia or VET-Assess, okay? If it's VET-Assess, you are lucky to, you are happy to go, you are good to go. Check their skill assessment, because someone that isn't bringing you need to know that you're a bricklayer, okay? They need to know that you're a bricklayer. That's the only way. So have you gone, that's why they do skill assessment, because they don't follow you to your country. So the skill assessment is the only way they can assess and make sure that you are what you say you are, okay? What are the documents needed to apply for? Go and watch that video. How do you actually expect me to be mentioning all the documents? The document that needed is listed in the website. The document that is needed is listed in the video. If you watch the video and click the link, okay? Please, I got an admission to study project management in both Central Queensland and Newcastle. I don't know which one is better. I'm not going to give you that option. You know why? This is your decision. This is your project. This is your life. You need to put effort in your life. You need to go online and search these schools and the location where they are located. Okay, where is Central Queensland University located? Probably, yeah. Okay, it should be in Queensland. Okay, then where is Newcastle University located? Then you ask yourself, what are you looking for? When you say which one is better, it is vague. It's very ambiguous. Which one is better? I don't know whether you are married. I don't know whether you plan on bringing your family. I don't know whether you're talking about academic standard. I don't know whether you're talking about ability to get visa after your graduation from their state migration program. So many states have graduate program where the graduates will be qualified for visa 491 or visa 190. Okay, so these are the things you need to check. Go and do your research. This is your life. I cannot tell you which one is better, because I don't know what you mean by better. Is huge. So what you want, you go find it online. Okay, you have a PhD in education. Congratulations. What do you want? Onyewele. PhD in education, I'm sure is not a teachable qualification. PhD is how do I put it? So PhD in education, I don't know what you mean, because are you going as a teacher or as a lecturer? A lecturer in education department or as a teacher? So if you want to come as a teacher, you need to have teaching qualification where you have a practical component of teaching. So if you did teaching administration and stuff, education administration is not a teaching qualification. So even if you have a degree that is not a Bachelor of Education, you must have a postgraduate qualification to add it up, okay? But in that postgraduate qualification, there must be a practical session where you go for teaching practice, okay? Yeah. Now, what you're going to do is, I made a video about how to migrate to Australia as a teacher. Someone has asked me about a teacher here. Can you watch that video? That video is very comprehensive. Anybody that asks me a question, I will just send that video. Once they finish watching it, they will be telling me what they found out. Then it is your duty now to tell me whether you are qualified or not, if you really watch that video. Okay? So find that video here, how to migrate to Australia as a teacher, is in this channel, okay? Can I come to Australia with a conference visa and decide to work there? No, I'm okay. No. You cannot come with a conference visa and decide to work. We say it up every time. This is a visitor visa, okay? A visitor visa does not allow you to work in Australia. It does not, okay? Is there opportunity for someone with positive skill assessment as a nursing support worker? Oh, nursing support worker. Oh, that's a caregiver. Okay. Because I thought you were talking about community. I was so happy now. I said, thank God someone has finally found that occupation. No, it's not the one I was thinking about. Okay. Okay. So we're still talking about the caregivers. Yes, I said something about the caregiver. There's an occupation that I thought you were talking about when you say support. I'm like, finally, someone find that occupation. All right, so nursing support worker is still the aged care we're talking about. That is carer visa. Opportunity is there, my sister, my brother. The thing is your ability to grab it, because you're competing with a lot of people that already have international experience. You are competing with, so it's the survival of the fittest. Yes. So you know that after the skill assessment, the real game is getting a job. So I think that's where you are now. So it's a job hunting game. It continues until you wear your crown. So that's it. Yeah. So for someone that is doing PhD in education, please watch that video. You didn't tell me the other qualification. PhD in education does not qualify you as a teacher. Give me your other qualifications, please. Let's see if you're qualified. Okay. Conference visa is a visitor visa, so it does not allow you to work. It's only New Zealand that will allow you to get a 6 months seasonal work employment visa, accredited employment or employer visa, seasonal, 6 months, not renewable. We talk about it so many times in this video, in this channel. Here's the opportunity for, all right, so teachers. I've been getting a lot of inquiry about teachers, apart from this one that said this PhD holder. Teachers tend to get confused. Stop applying for a job. Australia needs teachers, even as we're talking now. If you're a teacher that got everything right, within 2 weeks, your visa will be out. And if you're even early childhood, your selection process will be quicker. But the thing is that, are you ready to follow the process? Are you ready? Now, some of you are looking for a job. You send me a message and say you'll be looking for a job as a teacher you can't find. It also depends on what you are teaching. Okay? If you are teaching maths and science, there is a high chance you will get if you are registered. So even if you are teaching these two subjects, science and maths, and you are not registered, no one will touch your CV. You need to be registered. You need to do that skill assessment. I made a comprehensive video about it. So migration is not something you wake up and say, let me go and play. You need to know the process. So some of you are applying for teacher and shooting your CV. You are wasting your resources. You are wasting your time. Please do the right thing. Do your skill assessment. The video is there. Watch it. Watch that video. Okay? It's a complete guide. Can you guys shoot your question, please? I'm waiting before I talk my own, because I want to make sure I answer all the questions I'm seeing coming along. Now, where is the link to apply? Apply for what? Where is the link for this visa? Which means you are going to find the requirements and all the steps involved and take your time to gather your documents. Okay? Someone said, what is the link to apply for Western Australia? What you don't understand is that Western Australia, you are not just applying to Western Australia. Which visa are you applying? That video, some people watch that video, but no, you are not applying for Western Australia. You are applying for a visa to be nominated by Western Australia. So not where is the link to apply for Western Australia. And that video I made was clear and I shared link. So you must know which visa are you qualified for. Because I mentioned a lot of visas there, okay? Which of the visas and what is your occupation? So that will guide you. You are not applying for Western Australia. You are applying for a visa to be nominated by Western Australia. It is two different things, okay? Western Australia doesn't control that visa. It's controlled by the federal government. But Western Australia will nominate you and tell the federal government to give you a visa, because they've nominated you. Okay. Now, someone sent me a message that reminds me. Someone sent email. For those of you that are sending me long email, what exactly do you think I should do? Do you know how many email comes to me every time? And you just send, and you know I have a consultation process where you can come for consultation. You just send those email, type all those long things, and actually think that when I finish reading them, I should start replying you and writing long messages for you. Like I don't have a life. This is my life. The one I'm doing is not enough for free. It's not enough yet. You know, there is a level you will push someone like this, you will like, okay, that's it. I made that video. I talk about DAMA agreement. Someone said, I am qualified for DAMA agreements. And that video was clear. If you qualify for DAMA agreement means that employer can employ someone in this occupation under concession, okay? Maybe age concession and language concession. So your duty is to go find that job in that occupation. Now you know who is offering that occupation, employment. It is your duty to go find it, not telling me to guide you, because I've given you all the guide you need, and I told you that this employer sponsored. So you find out that Kimberly or whichever region is offering DAMA agreement. Click on their DAMA agreement, find the employers there, and go look for jobs. If they employ you, you go through that process because it's employer sponsored. DAMA agreement, okay, is an agreement between the government and certain companies. So they are qualified to bring you. You must find a job through them. My occupation in the WA said I should have a job offer for visa 190. Do you think I can still apply for it without a job offer but currently doing same job overseas? Oh, are you in category 1, schedule 1? Okay, for 190, yes, you must have a job offer. No. If they say you must have a job offer, you apply for it, you won't get it because you don't meet the requirement. Why do you want to go for 190? Because if you are disqualified, if job offer disqualify you for 190, why can't you go for 491? Is it your age? What is holding you from going for 491? Because 491, in most of the occupation, doesn't need job offer. Can you answer me, please, Justin? Why? Oh, yeah? I want to sponsor myself. I am a registered nurse and currently doing skill assessment. If you want to sponsor yourself, I think registered nurse is under that occupation, even for 491, for Western Australia, that you need to have a job offer. Can you go for visa 189? If you have a high score of English language, please go to I don't have my other phone here. I could have checked for you. Go to list of occupation. Type your occupation, registered nurse on whichever specialty you are. By the side of it, check if visa 189, is it 198? 189. Yes, 189 is there because it's federal nominated visa. It doesn't need any sponsor. 190 doesn't need any sponsor from some states, and 149 doesn't need any sponsor. 189, if your English language is high, I would say go for that. You don't need any sponsor. You don't need any job offer. You just come here and find your employer. And this is permanent resident. Okay? How are you, Oluwafemi? Already applied for 491, just wanted another option. Oh. Your next option, you can check for other states because Western Australia is saying that you need a job offer for 190. If you can't get a job offer, maybe you look for another state. Other states may have different criteria. Okay, that's the thing. Different states have different criteria. So check other states. Okay. Is it possible to get a partnership when you are just engaged, not wedded? You're talking about partner visa. That's what I'm assuming you're talking about. Thank you, Lungi. You're welcome. Yes, there is a partner visa that is a prospective for prospective spouse or partner, prospective partner. So you have not wedded, but you are planning. So when you come to Australia, within the duration of that visa, you must marry that person for you to proceed to partner, real partner visa. So it called prospective partner or whatever, marriage, prospective marriage or something. Okay. So that is the one you should be looking for. Yes, there is. But by the time you are in Australia, within that period, you must marry the person before that visa expires. Okay. I just tuned in. I have an accounting degree with no experience. How should I go about it? Accounting degree with no experience, you won't be able to get a skilled visa because you need at least 1 year, 2 years experience for 1 year at least for you to apply for any skill visa, whether overseas or in Australia. So without experience, it's hard for you to even pass your skill assessment as an accountant. For accountants, you need to do skill assessment, and without experience, you won't pass your skill assessment. How can I get visiting visa to Australia? By going to online. I made a video about visitor visa here. If you're coming as a visitor, you need to have a strong home ties in your home country or wherever you are residing. That means that if you are working, you must be doing a good job and earning a good money, and you have worked that job for a longer time. And if you're a business person, you must have a booming business that is going, because these are the something you need to supply. And if you're coming, you must be able to say what you're coming to do in Australia in a clear course, and all the plan, itinerary, and everything should be clearly stated in your application. You can apply for it online. Go and type Australia visitor visa. Please don't go to blogs. They will dupe you. Make sure you are on Department of Home Affairs. When you see it, you will know. Okay? So you will need to apply via email account, but please do not dent your passport. Make sure you have the requirements so you don't dent your passport, okay? Because when you get a refusal, it's showing in your passport forever and ever. You can't wipe it away. Licensed lawyer, get licensed as a lawyer. You need to go and check. Can you watch my video on skill assessment, please? Then you will find a process, because for lawyers, it's state by state. Their licensing is state by state. So if you watch my video on skill assessment, go to my playlist, Osage, okay? Then it will direct you. For visitor visa, if you have a good home tie, just like I said, you'll be able to get your visitor visa. If not, you won't. Okay? If you are both 45, yes, you can get a work visa. Australia visa is 45, not 35. 35 is postgraduate work visa, and New Zealand is 55. Thank you. As a data analyst, you need a skill assessment. Data analyst, but know that data analyst is not one of the skills that are scarce in Australia anymore. It doesn't belong to priority. Even Western Australia is taking it out of their priority list. It's just in the list of occupation. Thank you. Okay. 35 years is not the max age for Australia skill visa. It's 45. And that you finish studying in Australia mustn't mean that you must come through. I made a video here to explain other pathways you can use to settle down after studies if you do not qualify for postgraduate work visa. There are sponsorships, okay? You're already in the country. So, yeah. How do I apply for a course of aged care in Australia in disability? You can't. If you go online to apply, you will get schools, private schools, that will give you admission to study certificate 3 in aged care or disability. If you pay, your money is gone, because you won't be able to get a visa, okay? Australia doesn't give visa for those short courses anymore. But private colleges will give you admission and you pay your school fees. So you'll be talking about refund. And probably they will take some percentage out before they refund you. They won't tell you anything about the visa. Okay. Yeah, so that's why some people got it. I said it when that um visa came out last year. I made a video and explained to people equivalent of it, and I said, you will see private colleges here, please don't apply because you will not get a visa. Some people went and got the admission, and they sent me email and telling me they got admission, and I said tell them to give you a visa. They contacted the school say, well, they don't run visa program. The school know, but they won't tell you these things. Okay. No immigration officer will give you visa on certificate visa for certificate courses. Okay. Now you didn't tell me about graduation budget packs. You said how can I get a work visa after 35 years? You never told me you're talking about graduating from Australia. So that is there are two different questions. You never told me you're talking about graduating in Australia. If you are an international student and graduating in Australia, you need to be under 45 to get a postgraduate work visa. But if you are looking for skilled work, postgraduate, normal work visa and stuff, the max age is 45. They are two different things. So postgraduate work visa does not control the general Australia migration visas. Okay, it's just one visa. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So people that are saying they are qualified for DAMA agreement, please go find a job in your occupation. That's what that means. So voila, you are qualified. Then it's time to look for a job in that your occupation. Now you know the companies that had the agreement with the government. You should be looking for your job in that company. So does it mean that student visa are not offered for Australia? Who said that? Am I speaking Greek? I don't know. Is my English or what am I speaking? Arabic? I never said that. I said you cannot get Australia study visa for certificates. If you can get it, many people will be here. That's what you should be asking yourself. When something is too sweet to be good, you ask yourself a question. Someone was making a video and telling people to go and apply for postgraduate for diploma nursing. It's very cheap. Yes, it's very cheap. But what is it? What of use is it for you to get admission without a visa? It's just a wasted effort. Okay? Everybody knows that diploma courses, TEF courses in Australia is cheaper than university. Everyone knows that. But you will not get a visa. That's why they want you to go to uni. They want you to have a degree, a proper degree, bachelor degree, or you go for masters. Even postgraduate certificates, you won't get a visa. Postgraduate diploma, you won't get a visa. It has to be at least 2 years. If you have a master that is 1 year, you will not get a visa. These are the agents will not even tell you, but they will just go and look for the masters that will be 2 years at least. So talk more of something that is 3 months and 6 months. They can't even give someone that is doing 1 year program a visa. Talk of something that is 2 years, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. That's what I mean, Irene. It is too low for them. It can be at least 2 years study, which is the proper university degree or master's degree or PhD, okay? That's what I mean. So, Bojo, what you heard is right, but that is just for postgraduate work visa. It doesn't mean for any work visa in Australia. It's still 45 years. Okay? So don't go and apply for course of aged care. It's all online, all over online. But please don't go and apply. But if you want to try, you can try your luck. Who knows? But it's not because it's even in the policy. Okay? Where are you from? Which country are you from? That's what you should be telling me too, because country matters. Irene, which country are you from? Because some countries, they will allow you to package it with degree, in the sense that when you finish it, you do degree, then they will give you a visa to come. Whatever you see when you come, you can decide to abandon the degree and do your certificate. It depends on the country. Can you tell me your country? Okay. And can you guys like my video now? You just stay here, they listen, they watch without clicking like. Waiting I do you. Wetin I do you? Please like my video, Uganda. You know you need to go through a visa agent, okay? Go through a visa agent. Find a visa agent from this channel. I made a video about how to find agents from your own country, okay? Then let them guide you and see if they can do a package for you, a package visa, whereby there is a diploma and a degree packaged together to make it 2 years. Okay? Irene, that message is for you. If I am granted a visa, would my spouse be granted a visa if he is over 45? Yes, it doesn't concern them. What matters is the primary applicant's age. Okay. Personal care assistant cannot have visa 186. You cannot, you can't. It's only for one visa, 482. Even when the government brought out that visa, they were very clear that care assistant can only go for visa 482. Visa 186 is a permanent resident. That is what you got after you have worked as a carer in Australia for 2 years. Biba, I hope that makes sense. Okay? So that's what you get after you have worked as a carer in Australia for 2 years, but you cannot come here with it. Nurses can come, but for carers, they must come with the temporary resident one, which is 482. Okay? Please be liking my video. Be liking my video. All right, I think I am clocking 30. It's 37 minutes now, and I think I need to go. All right, for now. Thank you, Chukwudi. It's good to see you guys too. But I don't have a degree. What? Okay. All right, so you can still drop your question here and we'll answer them. He said, I work in tech, but I don't have a degree. What do you have? Do you have a diploma? Okay, and what is the tech you are working? What is your job title? Tech is huge, guys. You can't say I work in a tech. Fancy tech. What are you doing? What is your job role? Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. I will see you guys in the next live section. Thank you. Bye.